on Thursday the 16th, we're going to be in our We Use Goods and Services Unit 9 book. So if you could get that out and we'll get ready to begin. We are reading our second story. We've already read The Breakfast Trade. Today we're going to read Trading Then and Now. Remember, this is the title of the page. Okay, so here we go. What did people do before they had money? They traded for things. They might trade a cow for a sheep. They might trade flour for cheese. That is how people got the things they needed. People traded work for things they needed, too. They might fix a wagon for some grain. They might plow a field for some cloth. That's how jobs got done. We still trade for things we need. Most of the time, we use money. We have jobs. We go to work. We trade the work we do for money. Then we buy things we need. We can get things without spending money too. How? We can trade with our friends. We can trade caps. We can trade a toy for a ball. Trade a frown for a smile. What makes a good trade? Both people end up being happy. All right, guys, so partner work, read the text with a friend. Well, we don't have our classmates and we don't have our friends, so just practice rereading the story by yourself, or if you can read it with mom and dad or brother or sister. If you have a pet, read with your pet. And then it says go back and circle words with OU or OW. Remember, they make the ow sound. And then retell why people trade. All right, I'm going to go back and let's see if we can find OU or OW. Let's see, I got my tool. What did people do before they had money? They traded for things. They might trade a cow for a sheep. They might trade flour for cheese. That is how people got the things they needed. So there's one on this page. People traded work for things they needed too. They might fix a wagon for some grain. They might plow, a field for some cloth. That's how jobs got done. So there's one on this page. We've got flour and plow. All right. Turn the page. We still trade for things we need. Most of the time we use money. We have jobs. We go to work. We trade for work we do for money. Then we buy the things we need. None on that page. We can get things without spending money too. How? We can trade with our friends. We can trade caps. We can trade a toy for a ball. We can trade a frown for a smile. What makes a good trade? Both people end up being happy. So there's 3 on this page. All right, so we did that. All right, now you just need to read it again and retell why people trade. Okay. Give you a minute for that one. Okay. Draw to show how and why people trade. Okay. Why do you think people trade? Maybe to get different things, maybe to get something better, maybe to make somebody happy. But draw a picture of showing 2 people each trading something. And then write a sentence, right, to tell how and why people trade. So you might start with people trade by giving something to someone else to get something they don't have, okay? So check, see if you used any words with OU or OW. I use words from the vocabulary word bank. Remember the word bank? We don't have our word bank wall, but if you go back to our last story, you could use some of the words from our vocabulary word bank from our last story. Or you can use words from the story that we've just read. Okay? I wrote why and how people trade. So your sentence needs to include how people trade and why people trade. All right, so that's your assignment for today. Make sure you had those OU and OW words circled. Draw to show how and why people trade, and then write a sentence to tell me how and why people trade. Remember, our sentences start with a capital letter, and our sentence end with a period. Okay? By the end of first grade, all our sentences should have that, so remember to check it when you get done. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that story. Do your assignment, listen to your parents, and let's have a great rest of the day.